So last time we just finished up working on code that made it so that instead of jumping all the way to the orange ball when we choose randomly the orange ball, now the turtle just jumps halfway from where he is towards the orange ball every time the orange ball is chosen. So you see he keeps just jumping halfway towards the center of this orange ball every time it comes up. So again, remember to click save here at the top right if you haven't done that in a little bit. But now we just want to basically copy this piece of code and essentially, so I'm going to copy this and paste it, and essentially we just want to keep copying and pasting this into the different pieces of code that we already had set up. So over here originally, if you remember, we had just 176.41 in this space, and now we have it replaced like this. So we could do the same thing for this spot here for the second ball, but instead of 176.41, now we're going to replace this with negative 170. So we're just switching, putting this number in here, and then we move this in here. Same thing happens for this spot here. So again, we can copy this whole thing and paste it into here. Now for all three balls, when we run our code, when we choose the ball that we're going towards, it should move halfway towards that position. So see, he moved halfway down here, halfway over here. Easy, right? So it just keeps moving halfway. Now you'll see the weird part is that it's not doing that for the x direction because we just left the x direction as is, where it goes to all the way over to wherever it's at currently. So now we want to again paste that same code, and for instance, if we're looking at the orange ball here, we want to again replace this number with this number, so a 0 here, but now instead of the y position, we want to make sure we're using the x position. So, oops, like this. And I'm going to copy this for future use too. So for the x position, we want to go towards, we want to again take a as our, like where we're starting in terms of our x position, divide that by 2, plus where we're going in terms of our x position divided by 2. So for the orange ball, since the orange ball's x position is 0, it's easy, it's just 0 divided by 2, so that's just going to be 0. So we just keep moving to half of whatever our current x position is. For the other two, though, we paste this in here. The final position of the blue ball, or of the pink ball, is at negative 200, so we're going to put that into here. So we're going to type that in. Negative 200. Place that in here. And one more time, we're going to paste the same thing and put it over here, but now this is positive 200, so over here, we're going to put positive 200. And, oops, I messed up there, so we're gonna go backwards. Whenever you make a mistake, you can always go to Edit and then click Undo. So see how that got that out of there? We want that to move here. There we go. Now you see, this isn't that much code, but actually this pretty much takes care of all of the motion. So watch. And I'm going to set this to be a bigger number. Instead of count just going to 10, let's try setting it now to 25. So now if we click go, now watch, he's going to say his normal thing, or she, and then it's going to start jumping, but now look, it moved halfway towards from wherever it currently was. Look, now the turtle's jumping around halfway from wherever it is. Just keeps going like that forever. So the cool part that we're going to do next now is now we're going to get the turtle, or whatever your actor is, to start drawing on top of this where he or she jumps. So that's going to be the next video, and we're coming up on the last video now before you guys are totally done. So it didn't take that much code, but you guys are about to see a really cool pattern